This woman had just regained her hearing when she overheard her husband's secret. She'd been planning to go home and share the good news with him, but her husband was still communicating with her in sign language. He had no idea she could hear again. She was about to tell him the truth, when suddenly she heard another voice coming from the room. Why isn't she dead yet? Her husband quickly ushered her away from the room, but she'd already recognized the voice. It belonged to her adopted sister, who she'd grown up with since childhood. She held back her emotions and walked alone into the bathroom. She'd wanted to surprise her husband. Instead, he'd given her a shock. Just as she was struggling to process this, she heard them scheming outside the door. Her husband didn't want to take any risks, so he sent the sister away first. She composed herself and walked out of the bathroom. Her sister suddenly came back, pretending she'd just arrived. Under the guise of concern, she probed for information. She understood her sister was confirming whether anyone knew she was still alive. She said when she woke up, she was already in the hospital. She had no idea who'd saved her. She didn't mention it was her cousin who rescued her. She also didn't reveal that her hearing had returned.
现在不动手还准备等到什么时候去？
杀人容易藏事的。
扔到墓园后面那个山崖下面。
The wife, hiding behind the wall, heard everything. She realized they might make another attempt. To protect herself, she called the property management ahead of time with a false fire alarm. Then she sat down to eat the noodles her husband and sister had prepared. She ate extremely slowly, because she knew the food might be drugged. She was stalling for time, waiting for property management to arrive. The doorbell finally rang. She was about to get up, but her sister held her down. She seized the opportunity and rushed out the door. As long as someone saw her alive, they wouldn't dare make a move today. The property manager froze when he saw her. That's when she learned. During the 3 months she'd been missing, her husband had already reported her death. For safety, she needed more people to know she was alive. If she could just get back to the company, it would be much harder for them to strike. Fortunately, she hadn't been completely exposed yet, but her husband keenly sensed the danger. Don't you think she can actually hear? To test her, her husband deliberately turned on the main water valve, then pretended to forget and left it running. She heard the water, but pretended not to react at all. Her husband's guard dropped temporarily, but her sister still had doubts. The sister decided on a more dangerous test. She turned off the car lights, floored the gas pedal and ran forward from behind. When danger strikes, people instinctively dodge. The roaring engine made her tense. In the end, her sister backed down first. She won, but she was drenched in cold sweat. Now she was safe. It was time to fight back.